Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome once again to the United Regional's weekly update. We try to bring you on some interesting guests and some interesting subjects from around the area. It is my pleasure today to bring on Ms. Justine Zilliken. She's the Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer, Business Development, Government and Media Relations, and Strategy at Sturdy Health, and a smile that just opens up the entire room. Ms. Justine, welcome.
Jack, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for making my parents proud by reading my entire title. It's just a pleasure to be with you.
Well, first off, before we get going, tell us a little bit about Justine.
Oh, absolutely. As Jack shared, I am Justine Zilliken, and I have the privilege of serving at Sturdy Health, Sturdy Memorial Hospital as Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer. And I've done so for 3 years, and I'm very excited to be here today with you and Jack and talk a little bit about all of the great things that are developing across our campus.
And what brought you to Sturdy?
What brought me to Sturdy were the people. I had a wonderful opportunity of having a conversation with Amy Brewer, who's our CEO and president, and she introduced me to Sturdy Health and invited me out to come meet the team, learn a little bit more about an opportunity that was here as Vice President, Chief Strategy Officer. And Jack, I fell in love with the community and most importantly, the incredible group of colleagues that have dedicated themselves to bringing health and wellness to the community. And so I was taken, and I'm so glad and humbled to be a part.
Well, they are a huge part of our community now, especially with all the craziness going on with the Stewart Health and Norwood Hospital and those closing. It has put a bigger burden on Sturdy Health. But the good news is you're expanding, and you're going to take us through a little bit of this construction right now. So
absolutely,
Ms. Justine, take it away.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say healthcare is never a dull moment. And for 111 years, we've had the privilege of caring for and taking care of our community. And now more than ever, really recognizing and focusing on expanding and creating greater access and continuing to bring exceptional care exceptionally close to the communities we serve. So excited to have a moment to introduce the latest investment in our community, and that's the Sturdy Health Cancer and Specialty Care Medical Office Building, or MOB. You'll hear us say that a great deal. And this beautiful center is right here on our main campus at Sturdy Memorial Hospital. It is a 3-story, 60,000 square foot medical office space dedicated to cancer care and specialty care. And one of the things that we're really excited about is the fact that on one floor is completely dedicated to cancer care and support. So in the facility, we are able to bring infusion services, your cancer specialists, as well as those who support the service, your surgical specialties and ancillary specialties all into one place. So our patients will come, park your car once, and receive all the care that you need in one beautiful space. And if you need to cross over into the hospital for some advanced care or advanced labs, we have a climate-controlled breezeway that I'll point out in a moment that helps you, again, just simply walk across into the hospital, get the care you need, and come right back over. So if I may, if you'll indulge me, Jack, I'd love to show your viewers a few more images.
Please do.
This snapshot that you're looking at is another element of our continuing to invest in our community, and that is our emergency department renovation and expansion. And what this looks like, as we look at the next slide offering, it'll show you how it's really expanding our campus. So right now you can see what our footprint looks like with future forward lens. So the new medical office building you can see here, and you can see that long tunnel or breezeway, and it's climate controlled, it's glass on both sides that connects that medical office building into our hospital space. But to the right here at the top of the image, you'll see the new emergency department and expanded footprint. And what that's really going to look like for our community and what that means, and Jack, you spoke to it beautifully, with our growing population, with the closure and shifting of different hospital systems, our needs in emergency care are growing exponentially. I mean, in our past fiscal year that ended in September 30th of this past year, we saw over 52,000 patients in our emergency department.
Wow.
And over 322,000 patients through our ambulatory practice. And so our expanded footprint in our emergency department that we're envisioning will allow us to absorb the needs of our community with a focus of also our behavioral health population needs. So within that expanded space, we have built out an embedded, secure, therapeutic 12-bed behavioral health unit that will allow us to safely and therapeutically take care of those patients experiencing behavioral health acute situations while they're waiting to be transitioned to behavioral health care facilities, while still providing exceptional care for those patients, as well as the patients who are coming into your emergency department for everyday care and needs. So we're very excited about that as well. So I'd love to show some pictures now that'll actually let your viewers see what's actually happening on campus. So if you haven't been to campus recently, this is where we started. This is a picture of January. And again, you recognize Sturdy Health that's been here for you and will continue to be here for you. And that's where we began. And this next image shows you this is what we look like in March. Cleared that whole space and spot and began to lay the foundational work. And then this next image takes you to what was outside of my window 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, we've got a fully formed space. You can see the windows. You can see there to your right the framing for that breezeway that connects the hospital. And this last image is one of my favorite because it really shows you how our campus has transformed. You have that new medical office building. You can kind of see the breezeway peeking out there, but you also see what we built to make sure we're also thinking about our patients and our incredible team members who deliver the care, and that's parking. So you'll actually notice we have our existing parking that's always been on the campus there to the top left of your screen, but also at the base to your right, and then again directly across from the medical office building to make sure that parking is ample and convenient. And then as you're looking at the medical office building, immediately to its left where you see the cranes and some more dirt work there, that will also, after construction, be turned into patient parking and patient access. So thank you, Jack, so much for letting me share the excitement and the imagery of what's coming into our community and what we've been up to over at Sturdy Health, Sturdy Memorial Hospital.
Well, it's so very important because, you are now the regional hospital. You are the regional resource for all of our medical needs. And I can't say enough about Sturdy. I've lived in Attleboro for 40 years, have been going there since we first moved in, and have gotten nothing but excellent care. And all the team over there has been great. What do you feel is the time frame moving forward?
Absolutely. With our first body of work, and that's the medical office building, it's moving at a wonderful pace. So we are actually looking at late summer, early fall 2025. And then we're continuing to do work through the planning and licensure process for the emergency department and that build, finalizing it so that we can start that work right on the heels of the medical office building opening. And then that way we can make sure patients have the access and availability of parking, all of those good things at the medical office building, then shift our time and focus over to the other end of the campus and start that development on the emergency department. Because as you can imagine, we have to run that parallel path. We can't close our emergency department. So we want to make sure that that work is staged appropriately so we can still take great care of the community, but we can bring all the advancements and all the things we need, like we'll be growing from a current, I think we probably have 31 bays in our emergency department to 54 that are everything from rapid access to that embedded behavioral health unit to rapid triage to really make sure that we're able to accommodate the needs of our patients. And Jack, if I can, I want to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to every member of our community that has been with us, that continues to be with us, that comes in and experiences our emergency department in its current state and gives us the grace and the privilege of being able to serve, because we understand our emergency departments from Sturdy across the Commonwealth are just burgeoning with patients. And again, I can't say enough about our teams, the incredible job that they're doing really delivering that exceptional care. And you're our family, you're our community, and giving you that sense of care and compassion. And we appreciate that.
Well, and one of the other things, you're talking about the new emergency department. I happened to be at the city council meeting a week or so ago, and they were talking about the new helipad
Yes.
because we are one of the closest hospitals. Yes, Boston's not that far away, but when you have an emergency, Sturdy Hospital is right here. And tell us a little bit about that new helipad.
Absolutely. And Jack, I'm so glad that you said that, because I think that's one of the things that's so important when we talk about health systems and the investment. Sturdy has been in this community for 111 years and had the privilege of bringing health and wellness to everyone that allows us to be a part of that journey with them. And our goal is to be here for the next 111. And to do that, it requires intentional investment in the community. Even when you have financial headwinds, even when things are turbulent in the healthcare community, it's very important that we do that. And so we're taking this approach very seriously and very thoughtfully and very intentionally. And things like the helipad, because to your point, Jack, we are, for lack of a better term, the safety net, the hospital for this corner of southeastern Massachusetts and neighboring Rhode Island. And so it's important. And so things like the helipad that you see here, it's allowing us to expand the helipad, also to do some modernization to it, to ensure that when you come to us for care, I think one of the things that we can all agree on is at Sturdy Health, we know who we are and we know who we aren't. And we create those relationships around us to make sure that when you come through our doors, we will provide you exceptional care right here to the level that we are able and empowered. And for the things that you need that tertiary care for and that advanced care for, we're going to take you in our arms and we're going to get you there. And we're going to get you there quick, safe, and then we're going to welcome you back home and take good care of you. So that helipad is very important, and going up to the proximity of that emergency department to make sure that we get you to where you need to be it Hasbro, Boston Children's, Tufts, MGB, wherever the best care is for you, that we get you there safely and quickly.
Well, Justine, thank you for taking the time to come on, updating us. I hope the public can swing by someday, see little bits of the construction, but we can't wait until you're ready to open. We'll help you do the big celebration, ribbon cutting, all that good stuff. So any final thoughts for us?
I do. First of all, thank you. I thank you and thank your viewers for your continuing support. And Jack, we will hand you the big scissors to be a part of that incredible ribbon cutting. And what I'd like to ask your viewers, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts on the medical office building. We want to hear your thoughts on the emergency department. So feel free to reach out. If you visit us at www.sturdyhealth.org, there is a link for media, and it has my media access email as well as my phone number. I welcome you. Email, text, stop in my office. I'm right here in the hospital campus. We want to hear from you. Happy to show you more images, take you on a tour when they're available, and answer any questions and concerns you might have.
Awesome. Well, Ms. Justine, thank you. Thanks for taking the time. Big shout out again to James Friedman and the team over there at AACS for always putting up with me every week. And folks, we can't wait for this to open up. And it just gives us so much more opportunity in the city of Attleboro. So, Justine, thank you. Folks, thanks for joining us again. Everybody, please stay safe.
Take care. Thank you.